Mochabo, recently a Kinsiku, as I got exported, but I'm still a Kenyan. And I'm here on behalf of the National Council Board. And first and foremost, I'd like to congratulate the board. And as we have heard from the report, change is something that does not come easy. And if we look at the timeline that it has taken for us to be able to implement change, it is quite a long time. So it is very commendable that we can be able to gather here today and measure how much progress we have had and see where we need to improve and experience the challenges. This is important because disability mainstreaming is one of the key mandates of the National Council, and we're hoping that the numbers we have seen of 79% organizations reporting will, next time when we gather together, we'll be reporting 100% adherence to this report. And as diverse as this room is, that is how different key players are in performance and in performance mainstreaming of persons with disabilities issues, organizations, ministries, and various stakeholders. And I hope that one day, even in the private sectors and the key stakeholders that we have, they'll be able to adopt this, and then we'll be able to see change going down also to the grassroots. And this can only happen if we all adopt and make disability mainstreaming a normal conversation and not something that is only handled by people who are affected and those ones who are representatives, that is the DPOs and also persons with disabilities themselves. Being a parent of children with disability and in the neurodiverse community, we use social stories to explain to our children for them to be able to understand. So I'd like to share one with you. And I'll start with a question and just see. There is an integrated school which had one main entrance for all the students. And it was in the winter and the stairs had a lot of ice. I'll pose this question to you. If you were the worker, there was the ramp and the stairs, what would you be clearing the ice first? The ramp. Very well said. That is the same case when it comes to our organizations. In this school, the institution had placed the ramp, but because of the lack of empowerment of the staff, when one, as I mentioned, it was an integrated school, a student on the wheelchair requested kindly, he was clearing the stairs first, so he requested kindly, please do the ramp. And what the staff said is, it's only you who's on a wheelchair. Can you see how many other people are behind you who are waiting to use the stair? And this child is the one who educated that staff. Because if you clear my ramp, that means everyone else will be able to use that ramp as you continue to clear the ice on the stairs. And that is a big lesson to us as institutions and organizations. When we are setting up policies and we are trying to create programs and serve the community, like it was mentioned earlier, if you should think about the less marginalized, include them in your plan. That also saves us the energy of having to go back and circle back and try to include them later. We're saving people from the heart, as you mentioned also, the shame of having to always fight for inclusion. So if we do it right the first time, that means everything else will flow and everyone is going to be included. This report is also crucial because it will also inform our council strategic plan, which is due for renewal next year. And at the same time, as we were looking towards integration and equity commitment of all organizations, it's going to guide us. How are we doing? And where do we need improvement? And we see the challenges that the council is facing. And Madam CS, I would also like to pose this to you as a board and on behalf of the council. We are currently an institution that is setting up policies and guiding. But it's like a dog that can bark but cannot bite when there is something. Because we need to be upgraded to an authority so that we can keep people accountable when they're not adhering to disability mainstreaming. And like one wise man said, you cannot expect what you do not inspect. And that is what we've shown here today. Thank you very much.